I just wanted to say thanks for the daring rescue back there. I had plans for Matsura, of course, but I appreciate the backup. It's good to be part of a team, isn't it? To be part of something so much bigger than any one of us. So many things can go wrong out there. Working with people you can trust is important. And that's why I've been in Constellation so long. It's good to have people who will help out when you're in a jam. Exactly as often as I need to. Jams are just sticky successes, right? At first it seems annoying, but it eventually washes off. Just wait till we get matching shirts and start having official cookie days. They're one of humanity's greatest achievements. Modern medicine, space travel, and cookies. Constellation is quite pro-cookie. Because, you see, we value human accomplishments. Speaking of which, I'm glad you joined Constellation. Well, I try to be welcoming to everybody who joins. Oh. Exactly how enjoyable? Wait, no, don't tell me. Not right now anyway. Just let me keep going. You know, being a member of Constellation has given me a lot of opportunities, and a fair bit of stress, I'll admit. It's hard to imagine just who I'd be had I never joined up. I would have never done so many things, met so many people. It's mind-boggling how different I would be. And I never would have met Irvin. Or lost him, I suppose. Irvin Madani was my husband. He was also a brilliant biologist who joined Constellation a couple of years before me. Yeah, he's gone now. I remember his bright smiles when I returned from my trips. Wow, more brilliant than any star. It's not you, Captain. It's just been on my mind. I can't say why. Irvin's been gone for over 20 years. Strange how memories can pop up when you least expect it. Oh, I've been giving myself nothing but space and time for years. But maybe it's time for me to really think about it. Well, maybe I'll take you up on that offer later on, Captain. I need some time to think about things. On that note, I think I'd do well to distract myself with a little adventure for a bit. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain. Yes? I think about it a lot. There's so many possibilities. Some wonderful, some terrifying. I'm not a fearful man, but I am just a man. And I'm keenly aware that this artifact could change my life. Or end it. On Bendy? No, wait. It was Kazal. I can feel Lynn's admonishing stare boring a hole in my back. She's not actually standing behind me, is she? Well, point is, my story's probably a lot like yours. We dug a pit, found some really wonky readings, and followed them to the artifact. I think it's pretty clear now there's a possible correlation between the visions and the powers. Of course, correlation isn't necessarily causation. Once is a fluke, twice is a coincidence, and so forth. But once I get back into academic mode, I'll be writing a paper that will suggest the connection is valid. Obfuscating the identities of the powered, of course. Which means we all get code names. Fun, right? Well, when I picked it up, I had no idea what it was. I knew it was something spectacular, though. I saw a vision. Flashing lights, the whole shebang. Sure. Like what? How much time do you have? Just kidding. Let's see. Where to start? I've been in Constellation for a long time. Aja and Sarah convinced me to join before the colony war. Lost my husband during that damn war. Lost some other friends too. Anyway, I've been exploring planets with Constellation ever since then. Helps keep me busy. So I guess that's me in a nutshell. Yeah, Vasco is great for reminding me about schedules and protocols or engaging in data-focused conversation, you know. But if I tell him about how I found the first artifact, or how I escaped from the Crimson Fleet, or when I saved a stranded pilot from an island covered in hypnotic flowers, you know, he just isn't impressed. Well, I joined in 2305. Aja brought me on. It was unlike anything I had ever been a part of before. When I joined Constellation, part of me was worried I wouldn't belong. I thought they'd all wear fancy suits and talk about business opportunities all day. I entered the lodge and I was immediately pulled into an intense debate about whether the Freestar Collective would really risk war with the United Colonies. They pulled me into the conversation and treated me as if I had always been there. I hope your experience was the same. Anyway, what else did you want to ask about? I used to work as a United Colonies physicist. I was so starry-eyed, thought I could change the universe. And you know what? I don't think I've changed a bit. Except my job is much better. Any other questions? Well, Aja recruited me in 2305, so, you know, it's been a while. So, is there anything else you want to ask about? Fair enough. There's a lot of history with this organization. I'm lucky to have been here this long. Not my thing. It's just not something that I need, and it never appealed to me. My grandma raised me for the most part. Lost a lot of family in the war. Not much left to speak of, really. Anything else on your mind? It's a difficult topic. For years I pretended like I was over it. But I'm not. I can't guarantee I can answer everything, but I want to try. Irvin Madani was my husband. He was also a brilliant biologist who joined Constellation a couple of years before me. Yeah, he's gone now. I remember his bright smiles when I returned from my trips. Wow, more brilliant than any star. Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to. Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it? Good talk.